Hello, everyone. As usual, as every Wednesday, we have our coach Radha to explain for us like a topic. Most of the people talk about it. It's easier said than done. What do you think about this topic? Hi, Radha first.
Hello, Mariam. Hello. Hope you're doing great.
Great. Alhamdulillah.
Amazing. Okay. So I thought, let's talk about this. This gets asked to me every time. And this is something used to go in my mind before too, right? I'm talking years ago, that people will say, so when you suggest something, especially as a coach, when I'm working with, because I hear that a lot with my work, and they would turn around and say, it's easier said than done.
Yes.
So more or less, it's like it's easy to say it, hey, do this, do that, but it's not easy to do it. I'm also an instructor at the college, so I hear that a lot from my students. They turn around because I do business communication. I talk about how to communicate. This is when the relationships and how you communicate when you go out in employment and all of that. And they will turn around and say, well, it's really easy to say that, to communicate in a certain way, have that nonverbal and all of that. But rather, it's not so easy to do it. So I thought, let's talk about this.
Yeah.
So, Miriam, what about you? Do you think it's easy to do certain things, or basically, let's talk about the whole transformation, right? When
Yeah.
things come in your way, is it easy to decide and say, "Hey, this is what I'm going to do."
Do you know, this is like it depends on the character of the person. My character, I like to challenge myself. Even if
Mhm.
I can do it, I will do it. I say, Mariam, you are strong. You are strong.
Yeah.
Okay. God put this opportunity or this things in my way. That means there is a message from it. Go and do it. Don't say I can. In my life, the word of impossible, I can't it's not in my dictionary.
Yes.
So
I'm
that
glad you
if you
said
don't
that.
believe with any person said this one that it's easier to said than done, you can do it. Don't say that. If you do, if you say that, you put the you prevent yourself from
Of
moving.
course. Of course, 100%. So before I go back into that easier said than done, but when you said impossible, like impossible's not in your vocab, same with me. So guess what impossible is? If you take I am,
I am possible.
separated, I am possible. So the impossible, you take that I am out,
Yeah.
separate it, not out, separate it. I am possible. It is possible. Everything is possible as long as you believe in it and you take those actions, right? So
Yes.
I just had to say that when you said about, nothing's impossible, because that's how I am. That's how I am. And that's what it is. I am possible. I remember I was also an IT project manager for so many years. So I worked with a lot of men there, and they would turn around, programmers, and they would turn around and say, "You just, you lot problems," or something like that, right? Because I would turn around and say, "Don't say no. There's always a solution." Because they would
Yes.
say, "No, we can't do this. No, we've gone through all of these problems. There's no solution. We can't. There's no way." And I said, "Yes, there is."
You
I
have to
always
do
used to say,
it to to
exactly.
to get the decision if you can or you
Yeah,
can't.
yeah.
If you
And
if
I
you
always used to
don't
say,
do it, how you will decide?
yeah. So you've already told yourself. So I would always say, there is a solution and we'll find it. And guess what used to happen? Always found it.
Yes.
Always found it. And that's been one of the things with me that people have not liked about me growing up, relationships, because I would not let go.
Mm.
I would not let go. I'm like, if there is a situation, I'm going to find a way out of this. If there's a problem, there is a solution. If the problem was created, there's an answer right there. We just have to go for it. And that's one of my, like I said, my personality that like people didn't like that because I was like, nope, we can get through it.
Mm.
So maybe that's why I am a coach.
Because you have all solutions.
There's always a solution. At one point, I used to say, I'm a solution oriented coach.
Yes,
So
correct. I agree
don't
completely.
tell me, don't tell me there's a problem that cannot be solved. Every problem can be solved. It's depending what's going on here. So that's going back about it is not easier said than done. So guess what? So one of the things when I heard that a lot recently, so said to myself, and I'm like, I can't wait to share this with everybody. So when that was being said a few times, so I turned around and thought to myself, hold on, especially the work we're doing, and people who've been listening, they already know how what you say, what you think, and what you feel becomes your reality.
Mm,
So
yes,
guess what? It can and it is done easily. Depends what you say.
yeah. And what you feel and what you believe.
Yeah. So to answer to that, it's easier said than done. Actually, it is easier done if you
Mm,
say it what you want.
mm.
Period. So they can't argue with me.
No, no, I, I completely, definitely, I agree with you because, but do you know, I feel those people, even I am like a mentor of online business. A lot of people like to be a business owner, but they say it's easy because you are a mentor. Maybe we can do it, uh, 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 and they disappear. Okay, after they get the decision, and the last minute they back in
Out.
their decision and out. I believe this is something only in mind, guys. Okay,
Yeah.
You have to
It's
believe
the
in yourself.
experiences we've been through. So we totally understand that. I totally understand where people are coming from. So that's why my thing is like just letting everyone know, hey, it's not so difficult. It's not so difficult. And me, you, we're not special. We've been through the similar things.
Yeah, we fight a lot to be in this position right now. It's not
Exactly.
easy, eh? It's not easy,
No.
but we take action, we decide, we fight until we challenge ourselves until we get our goal.
Yeah.
No, but we don't born like a rich people. We
These
have
are skills we
struggles.
learn as we go. These are skills that we get to learn as we go,
Yeah.
grow. So that's why we take challenges as something here for us to learn from. And then
Yes.
those challenges you've learned, now you have solutions. So next time you can use that solution for the next problem that comes up. So even as an IT person, that's what I used to do. So
Mm,
when there was a problem, I used to go into my brain. Next time, even though it was not the same issue, I was able to use the techniques
mm,
so that's when I knew there was always a solution. Doesn't matter. Technical doesn't matter. Relationships. So another example I can give you this recently at the school with the students. I was talking to them about how to become that walking talking resume. This is something I share a lot, and becoming that personal branding of yourself.
mm,
So they were mentioning about how, yeah, but they're new in the country, so they're brand new in the country, language issue, language barrier. So oh, you would not understand. Again, it's easier to say all of these things, but people like us, or actually the student said to me, it's easier for you to say this because you've been here a long time. I said, yes, but when I came here, I went through the same challenges.
yes.
As if anything, I had more challenges because back that time the cultural diversity wasn't there.
Doesn't exist. Yes,
No,
I
when
agree.
I came, the year when this was in 80s, that time it wasn't. There was only few of us around. So we were
Mm,
looked at more differently. So there was
mm,
more challenges when it came to cultural. So then I turned around and said to the student, but actually, guess what? I said I was in a similar situation. I had issue speaking in public.
mm,
And that was due to me, my language, because I was called an ESL,
mm.
that you have second language, you don't know how to speak. So those things registered in my head. So that caused me to have the fear of speaking in public. So I
Yeah.
turned around and said to the student, well, guess what? That was only 5 years ago I overcame this.
Wow.
Not
Really?
long ago, yeah, 2018, 2019, I knew I wanted to do all of this work, but I could not. You kidding me? I could not. I had registered to go into Toastmasters.
Mm,
And right after, when one day, did not like it, but right after is the course at the college came my way. So when I went to the college, I was forced to go up in the front.
mm.
That was the scariest day of my life. Even the day when we starting the school and we have to introduce yourself. I was 52 then. So not long ago, right? So same thing. So when the student said to me, it's easier for you to say because you've been here for so long. And I'm like, actually, I was experiencing the similar thing as you not too long ago, but I got through it
And I
because
challenge myself.
that's when I realized what I say is what's going to become. So I
Mm,
said to myself, this is it, Radha. You want to help people? You want to do workshops? Then put yourself there. And what I said, I became, and here I am. So,
great.
not the thing about it's easier said than done. It can be done very easily if you say the right things.
I can do. If you say I
I
can
can
do.
do it. I am doing it. This is me. I speak well. That's what so guess what I was saying to myself before I got to this point? Before I started going on live and doing all of this work and doing workshop. The first workshop that I did right before, I prepared myself. I imagined, I visualized it. I saw myself speaking. I felt it. And I said, I'm an amazing speaker. And I had to keep telling myself. So I said, whatever it can be done easily, depending what you say. So I told myself, I said all of the things. My body was listening. And when I got online, that was it.
Yeah.
That was it. And it's a year now. I love this.
Do you know, I like to say that before you said to yourself impossible, say
I
I
am.
can and step the first step. And believe me, the first step you feel maybe it's difficult, but the second step will be easier and
Easier,
easier
and then
and
it gets
easier.
easier, and then it gets easier.
The same when the baby start to try to stand up. He fell down and he try again and he fell down. And but his determination let him walk.
Yeah. But what do you
But
say to the baby? What do you say to the baby? Do you say to the baby, "Oh, you fell, so sorry. It's not possible. You're done." Or what do you say?
remember
You
yourself.
encourage. So you encourage the baby, right? You can do this. You can do this. Come on, you can. So guess what you do? That baby in you, that child in you, is there listening.
Yes.
So now it's time to parent that child. So any difficulties you're having, if you find that something, if you think, well, it's easier to say it, but no, it's so difficult, it's not easy to do it, tell yourself, hey, I can. I'm going to. I'm going to make this happen. I am possible.
If you are
Right?
strong when you are a baby, you are strong when you are adult. Don't forget that.
Yes. It's just memories. It's just the way things happen in our life and experience. We become something. We think everything's hard. We think this is our life. Poor me. This is it's just me going through all of this. Why me? But that's okay. That's okay. All of this happened to prepare you so you can learn and grow. So tell yourself next time anyone listening, if someone's giving you advice or you're getting coached or anything like that, and if you turn around and say, well, it's easier for them to say it, or even in business, think for a second. Actually, I can do it too. I
Yeah.
can do it too. If someone's saying something, obviously they've experienced it. That's why they're letting you know. Your experience with the business, you know. So that's why you're telling them. I've experienced all of these things. So that's why I'm saying, hey, you can argue with me, but guess what? It's easy to do it if you say the right things.
Okay, thank you so much, Rada, for this explanation. It's really awesome. Thank you guys for watching us and have a great week. What do you think, Rada?
Yes.
Do you
Thank
would like to
you.
add something?
Yes, I just want to tell everyone you are possible. So tell yourself that look at that next word when you're thinking it's impossible, it's not easy. It is easy, it's easier to talk about it, say it, but it's hard to do it. Change those words around. Ask yourself, is it possible? Yes, it is possible. So go out there, make it possible. What you say to yourself is what's going to become, period.
Thank you again. Have a good week. Bye bye.
Okay, bye.